My topic today is how to choose the correct makeup colors. How many of you have been watching reality shows or maybe just a simple television show and said to yourself, I would like my makeup to look just as good as theirs? Well, after today, you will gain some knowledge on the proper way to choose the correct colors for your makeup, especially for special events because of the holidays coming up. I think that it is very important to learn the proper way to choose your makeup colors according to the events and the clothing that you may wear. I have been a makeup artist for 4 years. I have gained a lot of knowledge on the correct way to apply and to choose the correct colors for your makeup. Today we will briefly talk about 3 areas of makeup, which will include choosing the correct eyeshadow color, as well as the correct foundation color, as well as your lip color. Those are 3 of the most important things when you're applying your makeup. The first thing you want to consider when applying your makeup is the color of your clothing. The color of your clothing will set the tone for your eyeshadow. Always remember, if you're wearing dark colors, you must choose either a neutral or earth tone color eyeshadow. You don't want to have your eyeshadow just as dark as the color of your clothing that you're wearing. You want your eyes to be catching when you walk or enter a room. So when you're wearing dark colors, you always want to choose earth tone colors, such as, I have a palette here. You want to stay around your soft colors like a soft beige, a tan, or even your nice browns and golds when you are wearing dark color clothing. Also, you want to make sure that when you're choosing your eyeshadow colors that you also use the correct equipment to apply your eyeshadow, such as your brushes. Your brushes is very important when applying your eyeshadows, because when you start from the bottom and you work your way in the corners and on the top of your eyelid, you want to make sure that you smooth your colors in so they all look as if they are blended. You don't want to put eyeshadow here, and in the middle, and it's not blended. So you want to make sure that you're also using your correct brushes whenever you're applying your eyeshadows. When you're wearing light clothing, you want to use your darker color eyeshadow, such as your turquoises or maybe a dark green, just depending upon what colors you're actually wearing, your dark burnt oranges or your dark browns when you're wearing light clothing. Now that I have discussed choosing your eyeshadow colors, I will now begin to talk about your foundation colors. This is a foundation made by MAC. When you're choosing your foundation, you always want to make sure that your foundation is close to your skin tone. You don't want to go too light unless you're using a concealer. You want to make sure that you stay around your skin tone so that it looks natural on your skin and it doesn't look as if it's not your color. When you are applying your foundation, you want to make sure that you're using the correct brushes. Some people use this brush, some people may use this brush. I prefer this brush because it's easy to go up under your eye and just pat up under your eye when you're applying your foundation, because you don't want to be rough around the eye area. So I would recommend this brush because it's flat and it's easy to go around the corners of your eye. Always make sure when you're applying your foundation that you smooth the foundation into your skin completely, making sure it blends around your hairline as well as up under here. Since I have talked to you about your foundations, I want to briefly brief you on after you apply your foundation using concealer. Concealer actually goes well around the eye area because some people have rough spots or even dark spots up under their eyes. Some people may have spots in their eyes. So after you apply your foundation, this is a part of the foundation. It's called concealer. You want to take your concealer and apply it around the eye area or areas that may be needed so that it will smooth out and blend in the dark areas in your skin tones. After you apply your foundation and then put your concealer on top, you want to go back and make sure that you use your brush to make sure that it is completely smoothed in with your skin tone. Okay, after you've made sure that everything is smoothed in and together with your skin tone, you want to make sure that everything is soft, smooth, you don't have any streaks or sometimes your brush may shed. You want to make sure that you don't have any pieces of your brush on your skin. Next, we will talk about lip color. Lip color is very important. If you are wearing a foundation and you're wearing a dark eyeshadow, which may be a dark orange or a dark brown, you want to make sure that you have a neutral lip gloss or a neutral lipstick. You don't want your eyeshadows to be dark and your lips to be dark. So if you have a dark smoky eye, you want to make sure that your lips are a neutral color. Also, when you're applying your lip color, if you wear lip pencils, you never want to have your lip pencil the same color as your lipstick. You want to do an opposite color, a lighter color, or either if you're wearing a lighter color lipstick, you want to do your lip pencil as a darker color. So after you have applied your correct shadows, just remember that if you apply a dark shadow, you should always wear warming nude color gloss or lipstick. If you wear a light color shadow, which is a pastel color or maybe your light beige or cream colors, you want to do a dark lip. Okay, so I have talked about how to choose and apply your makeup. However, using these tips, choosing your correct eyeshadow, foundation, and lip color will make your application very successful. So take time out to choose your colors wisely. Make sure that you're using the correct brushes, and your application should be a great success.